Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you for stopping by my channel again. I am Miss Terrell. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and let me know what you think about today's tea talk. So, I'm going to be real honest. Last week, I filmed, I recorded, I edited, I did all of that. And then when I go back, even then, it was already in final format. Before I even hauled off and knew it, I done deleted the whole damn video. And then I go back and I go find, I did 2 videos. And so I only had one, but it wasn't for this channel. So I was 38 hot. You know what I'm saying? I done hauled off and spent like 2 hours in hair and makeup and everything. And I just deleted it. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm trying to go back and see if I can just, you know what I'm saying, just pull it up out of nowhere. And hopefully, even though I may have to go back and edit it, it was there. Negative. And it was a really interesting conversation that I was trying to have. And it just so happens I just end up deleting the shit. So maybe it wasn't a conversation that needed to be had at that time. Maybe somewhere in the future it will be one. But instead, this is what you get, this is what you got, and this is what you're going to have, okay? I did not feel like putting on makeup today. I damn sure didn't feel like, you know, doing the most. So that's where we are with that. And also, even then, with me piggybacking off of like what it is that I wanted to talk about last week, we still can talk about it this week, but we're going to talk about it in a way that maybe it will bring more enlightenment to you, for me to use myself as an example, than it will be for me to make up examples and you not get it. So I'm pretty sure you can tell by the title. It's just like, you know, you're at this place and position where though the landscape around you, everything around you looks different, you know, you've changed, things have changed, feelings have changed, time has changed. And you have those people that like to come and, you know, they just want to come and meddle. That's a good word. They like to just come and meddle. They don't want anything, you know, they're just there. You know, it just feels as if like they're just there, because at this point in place where you feel different, now they want to come and show up, you know, like Casper the Friendly Ghost and shit. And you're just like, why are you here? And in your head, if you have to ask yourself that question, you know damn well they have no need to stay around. There's no want and desire for them to need to stay, for you to continue to discover what you've already am becoming or in the midst of becoming. So we need the tea talk about the motherfuckers that like to come back from the past. And I ain't talk about no movie script, okay? So get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you sipping on, and come over here and let's tea talk about this, okay? Now, I, as a art graduate, I have a very artsy way of saying things. I'm pretty sure almost 100 videos in, you have caught on to that. If not, buckle up. It's another video just like that. So, I like to think of things in a way that people can understand. That way, you know, even if it's metaphorical, there's a parallel for them as far as an action is concerned. And so, I have this thing called the Mike Jones syndrome, okay? Now, depending on how old you are, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all know the artist Mike Jones, you know what I'm saying? The hip-hop artist Mike Jones. Put down below if you know who I am talking about, okay? Now, he had a song that went viral. He was very popular in those years because we're that old, quote unquote. And he was like, back then it didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. And it brings such good clarity when I tell you there's signs, there's ways, there are actions, and there are words to let you know when you have if you've fallen, and this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? In some retrospect, it's going to happen because it's meant to, and in some ways and regions, it's not supposed to happen. It's to test you, okay? So, yes, we need to talk about those type of people. Like I said, they got the Mike Jones syndrome. I mean, they ain't paid you no mind. Like, literally, you could have threw hundreds at them. They would not have taken that money and paid you no mind. None. At all. And so, we feel, you know what I'm saying? We feel like we a ghost in a motherfucking haunted house. Like, you know, I don't know if you don't see me pass you, but, I mean, hello. You feel me? So, we have those moments where we're not seen as if like we're qualified people to be around others. And in a way, society has made us kind of dependent on status. And so we have a group of people that feel like, you know, like they're higher than. And then you have folks that feel like they're under royalty. It's interesting that we think like that, but at the same time, as time goes on, certain people lose certain characteristics and some people and other people gain them. So when you see me up front and yet it's just like you turn your head and all of a sudden I'm like this butterfly out of a cocoon. Now it's a thing of you wanting to piggyback and double back. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? No. So we need to talk about how and what those signs and ways and actions are. And then we need to discuss what is the method to use to resolve any issues, any problems with someone that has the Mike Jones syndrome. Now, if you're anything like myself and you're a good person, you try to be a good person, you come to a time when y'all split y'all ways, but somebody takes the initiative, picks up the phone, and decides to use their thumbs or use their words and try to have a conversation. Well, in that conversation, it's really not about the opposite person, the person that they're calling. They're just calling to see where are you at precisely with recovering from what has happened. You feel me? Look in between the lines. Y'all know how I am. If you worried about how it is I feel about something that you've done, either you're easy to get over it because you can easily continue to do it, meaning other people have tolerated it. So for you to come across as if like you're offended, it's just like them playing bumper cars with your feelings. It's just like, okay, and are you still upset about it? Knowing that you love them, you gonna say no. Eventually, in time, you'll get over it. But you're not over it. You feel me? So when they call and they want to show up and they want to do a little nice shit, okay, in the words of being a domestic violence victim, that shit is just straight up love bombing you. It's, you know, it's making you try to feel as if like they're, you know, if they're going to be needed or wanted from you on your behalf. Pretty much you got a full cup and you this close to just pouring half of it into them because they temperature checking your emotions. And when they temperature check your emotions, it's to really see if you fucking with them or not. If you are or if you are not, they will get the vibe depending on to what degree you're angry. So when that happens, understand this. No road closes without reason. You feel me? Sometimes ghosting is closing a chapter. Even though you got to cut people off, trust me when I tell you, I have the sharpest scissors ever. But when it's time for me to move on and I know I can rise above it, rise above someone just now remembering who I am, bye. I ain't got time. That's why you don't know me and you trying to pick up the damn tracks. No. It's just like if someone had a conversation with you and then they haul off and bust a move and say, well, look, you know, A, B, C, D, F, G, I'm trying to do the opposite of what you doing. Okay, cool. Deuces. You keep it pushing. But they itching and scratching, climbing chandelier walls for 3 whole weeks after y'all done hauled off and just closed that chapter, closed that door, and moved on. Now, someone playing the field and someone trying to understand the game. Which line are you on? So, when it comes to temperature checking, if it's a closed chapter, don't entertain it. Because I'm not going to entertain and encourage your stupid shit. You feel me? I did a video on that. You need to go see that one after this one. You know, then not to mention, let's say for instance, you ignore the temperature check, right? All right, another sign of the Mike Jones syndrome is someone that will literally sit there and they will social media hunt your ass down. You feel me? As if like you're the buzzard and you're looking for a bird. You know what I'm saying? Or you're a buzzard and you're looking for a cat. You're looking for something that you can nicely grab up and take with you wherever they want to take you. You feel me? They'll haul off and like use social media as a platform for you to try to notice them, then bully your way back into your life, to bully their way back into your energy. And what makes it worse is with technology these days, people can make multiple accounts, have multiple faces, just to invade your privacy still. And the sad part is that we don't know who those people are. Because, if you get to a certain place in your life and you look back, and if you were to have a party and have everybody in your room, you wouldn't even know who's who behind the computer, because it's easy. You feel me? Like, it's easy to look somebody up online and see their life from a limited perspective. It's something. You know what I'm saying? I know of what is going on to a certain extent. That makes them feel as if like they can come back. This is why I really don't put nothing on my personal social media like talking about, because my personal life is my personal life. You feel me? And some people who are coming from the past with this Mike Jones syndrome, they literally want to be nosy just to see what shit you got. Because for them to haul off and, handsman you to the side when you were young trying to come up, it's just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's just like a bully, a former bully from the past coming up to me saying, I need a job. Conflict of interest, bitch. You're not getting no job here in this factory. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Don't temperature check me. And don't sit on the social media and feel as if like because A, B, C, D, F, G, you have some type of priority to be there for them. The chapter is closed. I did a video on signs of a new season. Sometimes people they run to the end of the bridge and they would have last minute to either see they need leverage or they need to come to a full stop. It's kind of hard to come to a full stop at 120 miles per hour. And you only got less than 5 seconds to get down to zero. Good luck. And, and also you got to think of it like this too. Like another good sign, I like to call it your Tevin Campbell approach. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden motherfuckers want to talk. You weren't doing all this talking when you was out here planning and mapping out whatever it is you was trying to do to take my self-esteem down. This is why I named this channel Esteemed Queen Mentality. Because at some point, I made a video about this too. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Sometimes you got to think ass backwards to get ahead. I tell all my friends that. All of them. And someone with this type of syndrome, this mindset, this mind frame, it's because they don't do well. They don't do well when people just get to a point of disregarding them. They don't do well with rejection. And that's because 9 times out of 10, they've been doing this multiple times. And like I said, you are a speed bump. Because though they have a new reality that you don't need them to rise above them, to level up above them, to elevate above them. But sometimes people's growth stop at a very, very low minimum and at a low level. And so when you go and grow and you rise above everything that was meant to hold you down, of course, people are going to try to use their tippy toes to see what you got going on. But they still fall short. Because if it was for them to know what you have going on and to be of mention for them, they could have kept up. And that's not your loss. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't understand. When you take off, 6 layers of clothing just to have on one, don't your load seem lighter? Like, make it make sense. For real. So, anyhow, I love all of y'all. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I have a couple new projects coming. So, I'm definitely stoked to let everybody know. Be sure that you go over to my other channel, The Vivid Dreamer, and like, share, and subscribe there. Anything else, go to the About Me tab. There will be information there for you to follow. Other than that, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!
The depths of the media sees no evil. Buildings crashing 9/11, no sake for the people. Children take to everything, others willing to feel anything, just to say they were there. Boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, domestic violence. Do you care? When the curtains close, your head hangs low. You're wishing someone was there. Just turn to me for relief. I know how you feel. I am you. You are me. We share symptoms of the black sheep. Aren't you aware?
This image, I remember howling winds, nights trying to hustle to 10 degrees, ash on my knuckles. Coke in my long john, sipping on the brisk. A tall glass of nigga, please, who get a sip of this? Coke in my long john, slave to the sin. Call me young coke there if the cops try to frisk. I may get a grip, I may get a grip. I may slapping 20s, lots of tails and some shrimp. I used to bump Wayne all day as a pimp. Now I'm past Wayne Drake, I'm going in.
It's never too early. There's a whole